Welcome once again to this channel, and in today's video we are going to do EFT, that is tapping, for being consistent with our goals, with the actions and achieving our results. So how many of you are ready for this tapping? Maybe if you are someone who is very much on track with those goals that you had created in the month of January of 2025, then this practice may not be of use to you because you're already proactive, already on track with the results. Probably you have planned for how to achieve the rest of the goals that you want to achieve by December, and you are very clear on the track, very, very focused for making 2025 the best year of your life. However, if you are little off track, or sometimes it so happen that some of us completely forget the goals that we had decided on either 1st of January or somewhere around that time for the year. Even if you are someone who is feeling lost, this precise tapping session is just for you. So before we begin, let me introduce quickly myself. My name is Bhavna Patel. I'm a success accountability coach and inner well-being practitioner. I'm the founder of Holistic Success Hub and the author of the book Bouncing Spring, which is my memoir. It is based on my story and how personal development has enabled me to win in my life, to be more powerful in my life. So before we start practicing for today, if workable for you, just close your eyes for a while and assess on a scale of 1 to 10 how much are you on track. If you are completely on track with all your goals, the goals that you have decided for your relationships, the goals that you have defined for yourself, for your health, losing that particular number of kgs or gaining, or being very but exercising every day, being very energetic, whatever the goal that you have taken for your health, the goals that you have taken for your career and for money, the goals that you have decided to take your vacation, or any of the goals, how much in line do you feel right now? For example, it is not on track. That because you are not on track, how does that make you feel? What is that? Of course, when we are not on track, because we have been conditioned that if I am not on track, I'm not doing what I said I would do, I may not take action. But one thing I must do is to feel sad about it, feel bad about it, feel guilty about it, feel shameful about it, feel fearful about it. Isn't that so? Not a problem. That is the conditioning. We shall speak about that as well, but some other time. Right now, assess for yourself, because you're not on track, or not the way you would want yourself to be with respect to the goals that you have defined, the short goals, the long goals, or any of the goals. How does it make you feel? Pick that feeling, pick that emotion, and assess on a scale of 1 to 10 what is the intensity of that feeling that you are having, because you are not on track the way you would want for achieving your goals. And we are going to tap on that feeling as well as a few other things. If you have noticed or coined yourself or been aware of what is the emotion, quickly let me know in the chat box what is the emotion, in the comments, I mean to say, in the emotion as well as the intensity of scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is a lot and 1 is like negligible. Okay, I hope you have done that, and let's now begin with the tapping. And take a deep breath in, release through your mouth. One more deep breath in and release through your mouth completely. Feel relaxed. Let's start tapping from the karate chop point. I take complete responsibility for my life. I take complete responsibility for my success. And I take complete responsibility for achieving my goals and not achieving my goals. Even though Not being on track with my goals is making me feel, say out loud your feeling. Still, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I know that, or I realize that I am not on track for achieving my goals, and I now choose to be comfortable with that. Even though I'm not taking actions that I required for achieving my goals, for whatever reasons, I now choose to love myself exactly the way I am. Good job. Take a deep breath in, release through your mouth, and let's start from the eyebrow point. This feeling of say your feeling is making me feel lost and confused. I know I'm not on track with my goals. I acknowledge that some of my desires I have forgotten about it. Either I had not written them down or written in a book and never opened that book again. Or maybe some other reason. I have forgotten it. And I say to myself that it's okay. Or I do remember my goals. There are so many other things coming up as my priority that even though I want, I don't have the resources required for my goals. Sometimes I don't have focus. Sometimes I don't have time for it. And sometimes I don't find myself having energy for my goals. This makes me feel, say your feeling. This makes me feel off track and not very good about myself. But enough is enough. I am committed to change this. And I'm willing and wanting to do everything required to get on track for my goals. Yes, I'm willing. And at the same time, I don't have complete clarity of how to do it. Yes, I'm willing to get on track with my goals. And I really don't know what it will take for me for that, for taking actions. It looks a tedious job. And that's the reason probably I have just left it. Because at times when I thought about it, thought about getting on track, for some of the goals, I really didn't know where to start and what to do. And the best option for me at that time was to just forget about it. Because I had the reasons, a long list of reasons why I must leave it, why I cannot do anything about it, or why it is not for me. If that was the case, probably at the time of selecting those goals, I was not clear why am I selecting those goals. Probably they were not very important for me. Just because I saw they are good to have, good to achieve, I had selected them as my goals. Probably I did not have solid reasons to make it happen. Maybe that was the case. Or I had my reasons, but over a period of time, that has loosened up. Great. Let's take a break, take a deep breath in and release. I understand for some of you, it could be heavy, but that's okay. Let's complete it, and I'm sure at the end of it, you will find some actionable thing that you can do it immediately. Trust me. Let's continue. From the eyebrow print, however complex it looks, I'm now willing to reconsider working on my goal. I may have to change my goal a bit, and that's okay too. Who said I'm Salman Khan? That once I commit to myself, I cannot change it. Of course, I can change it, but this time I'm going to consider a couple of aspects, rather, all the aspects, before I set my goal. No, it is not the calculated goal that I want to take, but I want to really ask myself, why do I want to take that as my goal? Do I really want that thing or the money or the health goal? Why do I want that condition or that outcome? Yes, I'm going to ask myself this one simple question. Why? Of course, that is required because when I select something as my goal, I am going to invest my time, my efforts, my focus, and sometimes my money as well. Then, of course, I must select my goals. I must have solid reasons why I want to invest a lot of time, effort, energy, and money in this year for that goal. So I resolved that it's okay for me to change my goal a bit or even change my goal completely. How will that help? That will surely get me clarity and not the burden that I had this goal, but I failed to achieve it. I'm just announcing that to myself and others that I no longer want to pursue it. And instead of that goal, I have selected a new goal. And now I have solid reasons why I want to achieve that goal. How is it going to benefit me? How achieving that goal is going to help my family? How me working on that goal is going to help my company, my business, my organization, my employer, and how it is going to be beneficial for my customers, my clients, my students. And when I set my goals with this process, I will not need a lot of motivation from the outside. And I will do what is required after setting the goal and not just say this is my goal and consider the work is done. I will now remember that once I have set my goals, that is when my work starts. I know what are the processes that I must do after setting the goal, like creating an affirmation, creating a vision board, remembering the outcome, and above all, revising the goal every day. I now know that however big the goal is, the essence of achieving it is in the small daily actions. And I'm committed to break down my goal into small daily actionable tasks. And I'm committed to surround myself with growth minded individuals, join such community, have a mentor and a coach, with the help of which I will keep myself on track. And finally, do everything required to take actions for achieving the goal in a complete surrender mode. And with this, I am sure to feel confident, creative, relaxed, and being proud of myself. Amazing. Take a deep breath in and release. One more. Let's do like this. Take a deep breath in with your hands going up and hold the breath. Hold the breath. Hold the. Now release through your mouth like you're blowing it out. Close your eyes if it's workable for you and experience the shift that you created for yourself in just few minutes of tapping. What is that shift that you are experiencing in your body, in your mind, in your heart right now? Typing it out or sharing with people will make that shift permanent. And every time you feel that, that will automatically inspire you to take relevant actions consistently. So, with this, of course, I forgot, thanks for reminding that what was that feeling you were feeling before because you were not on track with your goals? And try and remember the same feeling and what is the intensity now. If it has increased or decreased or it's the same, whatever the case may be, let me know in the comments. Sometimes it would increase as well. If that is the case, kindly connect with me and I would love to support you in reducing that or coming out of that. If it has the same, it is remaining the same or decreased but not come down to 1, then I would want you to do this tapping process 1 or 2 more times or a couple of days till the time it comes down to 1, that feeling, and you are inspired once again from within to start working on your goals. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. And these practice sessions about EFT, videos about gratitude, inner well being, including Ho'oponopono, is what I am doing, coming from a vision that together with you, I want to contribute to a nation where every household practices gratitude and inner well being on a daily basis, such that we all are living a designed life, a fulfilled life, a life that is filled with love, joy, and happiness. And thank you so much for being with me in this journey and contributing to this vision. If you found this useful and if you think that this tapping process can be supporting or useful to anyone else, do share it with them and let me know in the comments how was the outcome for you. I would be waiting for your comments and let me know. Of course, if you wish to join my free masterclass, Heal and Succeed, or join the announcements community, that is WhatsApp community style, then the link of which I have given in the description. Please do so. Most welcome. I'm looking forward to work with you and spread the word. Thank you. and see you again. Bye.